Welcome back to another session here, morning session. The market did exactly what I expected. First, a big push on Nasdaq, and then it sold off during nighttime. When things really want to sell off, it will do it when you're not active, when you're asleep. That's what I see so often. So we get a big push, take all shorts out, take everyone out, take all the retail investors out, and that was the market yesterday. So they pushed it right from previous day's lows where I wanted to take a short and then long, and then I also got an SR long on my indicator. Again, if you want access to that, there's a link in the description here on YouTube, and then you can book a call with me. But then was a long back to these highs, and then I knew they want to push it into the close, and then they sold it off while everyone got stopped out all the way up. So I was expecting it's going to push back to 900, and then I was expecting it's going to sell back to 500. Exactly what it did. Should you take a short now? No. Should you wait? Yes. But I just want to inform you that it actually did what I expected. Did I took this trade? I actually took it. I made 6%. One of my record days, I made 6% profit on my Miro trading account. That's why you have to mirror me. It's free. It's based on performance. I'm the only one doing it through mirotrading.com, my domain. Yeah. So I took it. Pretty happy with that one. So gonna keep it very simple today. Trading with you, trying to give you as much value as possible. So I think we have to be a little bit careful of just only shorting the market now, because we are already so low. So what I would recommend, or what I would do myself right now, would simply be to look for a potential long setup and see if I could target not the previous highs, but see if I could target these 200 again. I think it's going to push back again. I'm just letting you know. It could also sell off. It could also get worse. And I think when the US is going to open, it could really dump hard, okay? So let me see here. Custom. So we are over 15 minutes now. It's perfect. We have the opening range here, a big push again. It's selling off. And we have the opening range from 20 till 128. That's actually more than 100 points. That's actually a volatile opening. That's also why I waited. So if we're gonna manage to actually come and break above these highs, it's too late to go for long. It might get rejected overnight highs. So if you want to take a long position, you want to take it with momentum, and you want to take it around overnight lows and SL fallback. So you want to take an SL long here and an SL short here. And you want to go along around previous day's lows, where we have strong support around overnight lows, but also around opening range lows. And that's what I'm about to integrate and update. It's gonna come soon. It always takes longer than I always expect myself, but I'm updating this software. But I just want to let you know I want to go long here. Do you want to take a short? Yes, if the candle closed below and I see there is a lot of selling pressure, right? Else I don't want to do anything. And there's not a lot of selling pressure. There's not a lot of volatility. It's actually very slow today. I mean, we see strong support at 24,000. Yesterday we reached 975, right? Yeah. So I'm aware of the previous day's lows, and I would like to take a long position here. So let's see. I haven't done anything yet. Still waiting. Still waiting. I'm actually not super sure about the market direction, because it's very slow, it's very calm. We actually gonna have some unemployment claim today. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna come in before market opening, and then yeah. Also, what I want to let you know is actually go live tonight. Nothing special, just having a little presentation on how you're setting this mirror trading up. There is big interest of joining. There's no cost, it's just performance. So I'm hosting that. I'll leave a link here on Telegram so you could join. I'll just leave the streaming link. It's going to be at 8 p.m. tonight, my time. So 2 hours before market close, I'll go live stream on. I'll upload the stream link. It's going to be on StreamYard. There's no sign up. There's nothing. You just click and you watch. If you're interested in the mirror trading and how you're setting it up and how you're doing it, no rush. Don't feel any pressure. You can do whatever you want. But I'm going live. I just want to let you know. So it sold off and then it's kind of like pointing back right now. It's very slow. But Nasdaq, I'm thinking about, I think Nasdaq is going to correct itself. I mean, it looks like it's going to sell off more, especially when the market is going to open. But we are around a level where there is some good support. UK was also selling off, of course. Same for Dow. Just look at UK very quick here. I think it's a long for me, the DAX, because the UK is pushing. So I'm basing this setup on a long position. So I'll start with a long position here. Let's see here. So I want to go long and then take it back to maybe overnight highs. I don't know, I'm not super sure if that's realistic, but the UK is pushing, taking the overnight, the opening range out. They might push it back to overnight highs. That's what I'm expecting. They could also turn it around very soon and then sell it off, okay? We have to be a little bit careful here because the volume is very low. But I still think it could work with a long, sorry. Yeah, that was too late. I should have taken it. I want to do that because of that candle. That's also why I came a little bit later to see it's gonna form. And if there's no break of structure, there's no close below previous day's lows and overnight lows, I want to take it. If there's a close below, we have an orb. So I'm just following my own system. I'm following my own rules while you cannot see it, but this is gonna update pretty soon. Exactly how I trade. If you wait 30 minutes, 8 minutes more, it will also tell you to do an SL long and also an SL short. I'm just always 2 in front of it. So I'm gonna have this start at opening, and this is gonna be during the day where I can have a signal of the direction for the market. So UK pushed. I want to take that long around here. I missed that one. That is what it is. Nasdaq looks weak. It actually looks very weak. Yeah, I think it's gonna come back to 25,000 or even lower. I was telling you about the overall week from Monday, the direction. I think it's gonna push. I think it's going to go back to these highs. It took stop losses out. It took a lot of people out, and then at night it sold off. So I'm right about the direction. That's always good. So would you do a long here, Mass? I would wait a little bit. I mean, I'm ready to do a long, but I'll just wait a little bit. I could see that once there's going to come a new candle. That's going to be in 2 minutes, I think. It's a new 5-minute candle. And in about 7 minutes, there's going to be a new 15-minute candle. And then we're 3 minutes over. So, I mean, it's okay timing right now to take something. Nasdaq is also holding. UK is pushing a bit, but I also know UK could push 5 more points and then it could turn around and sell off 20 points. And I also know that DAX could do the same. It's a little bit riskier. I could predict a big push, but what should that really come? Why should that really come? What about Rheinmetall? Is that even out? That's actually holding quite good. Rheinmetall is actually holding. Oh, I missed that one. Be careful of going long here. I'm not saying it cannot go back. I'm just saying it could easily be a red candle that comes down here. And then you like, what should you do? Yeah. So when we, after 15 minutes, don't break overnight lows or previous day's lows. We did that in the pre-market, I know. But I'm acting, this is a support and this is also support. And we are closing the body above, then it's a long for me. That's exactly what I expected. A new candle to open, and that's a 5-minute candle, right? Yeah. That could correct itself. So don't go long if it sells off. You want to have a green candle that's going to be able to push. I mean, if it sells off, we could take a long and then wait for it to turn. It's tricky. UK is also getting rejected. So I'm more aware of the momentum and the price action that, okay, I mean, it looks good to go long here and then it pushed a little bit back, but I'm also aware of that it could go a little bit up and then it could sell off and then come down, right? So that's also why if it's going to close below 26, not 26, 26 in the next 4 or 5 minutes, that it might not will. I mean, it's how much, is that in points? That's like 50 points, it could. In 4 minutes, it could actually. Then it's a short. I would personally like to take a light long here. But I mean, it's tricky. It's very tricky because I saw that one. Yeah. I mean, we have news today. I'll probably wait a little bit. It's tricky because I think Nasdaq is going to sell off and fear. How's the dollar doing? So dollar is actually selling off. Okay. So if the dollar is selling off, okay, interesting. The market is also doing a little sell off. I mean, it might not. So this is, we have to be very careful of buying it here. Because it could easily close below and then sell off to here. Then come back here. That's where I want to go long. But if it closed below here in the next 3 minutes, I'll take a short. Doesn't seem to. So this was just like a long, quick setup. So after 50 minutes, so if we entered at 50, we would now be up 50 points. Stop loss could be moved to break even. We could hold it to overnight highs. Yeah, that would have worked. So the only reason why I'm not entering it is because where should I place my stop loss? Right here and risk 50 points and then what target? 80 points, I could do that. I would just rather take it long around here or take it short if it's close below. I'm always, if it pushed more back to here, I'm always more short. If it pushed more back to here, I'm always more long. If it's closing below this line, the body, and it sells off, I'm more short. But this is not a short candle. I mean, it's tricky, and we have 1 minute left, and UK is selling off. It's forming. So this is what we see in UK. A couple of seconds before the new candle. So it push, and then it's basically about to close in the next couple of seconds below the overnight range. So I mean, yeah, I'd probably wait. Probably wait. A couple of seconds left, just to see if there's a little reaction. I mean, Nasdaq looks weak. It's about to break 450. I think that candle is a fake candle. I think that candle could easily sell off. Actually want to take a short, guys. But again, if I take a short, what I want to accomplish is it's going to sell off, right? And close below, and then also close below here and give me an orb short. That's fine. But if I go short and it goes back, that's more momentum to the upside. So I mean, what we could do is we could, I see it's very slow, so it could be a good short. It doesn't seem to have a lot of momentum onto the upside. I'm actually thinking about opening a short, but I'm also aware of this could push very quick. Yeah. It's pointing up. I'm basically trading in the middle range. If I go short, it could push. That's a weak sign, but that's not good for the short. If I go in and I hope it's gonna sell off, then it's very good. So should I time it when it's so slow? It's very slow, as you can see. Probably just gonna wait a little bit here. Nasdaq is actually breaking below our support. That's not good. I mean, it is good for us, but if we were short. Let's see here. So UK is kind of like holding. Could it push? Could it push? Yes, it could. It could push. Nasdaq could also push. Now DAX is coming in. Let's see. I would like to open a short position. It's not doing anything. It's not really doing anything. Okay, I'll try to open a light short position. It might not work, but it's going to be short around here. I mean, should I really do it? Should I really open short? If it sells off, it could be good. It could be a good short. Let's see here. If it turns red, I'll go short. Takes me one click. I'll target overnight lows. But again, it's tricky. If it's gonna come below 79, I'll open a short. And I'll have my stop loss at 143. Nasdaq is selling off a little bit. It's actually breaking lows of 450. I haven't done anything yet. If it's closing below 79, then I think this is a good short. Nasdaq is selling off a little bit, but if it gets below maybe 5-6 points more sell off in Nasdaq, then we could see a DAX that's going to sell off. I want to see it's actually going to go below 79, so I think it could potentially push. Yeah, it looks more like it's going to go to the upside. It's hard to me to see where the market's going to go. Because it could stop here and then it could sell off, but it could also rally. UK could sell off. UK keeps getting rejected, but DAX, it looks more positive. It could probably move above unmitigated or pi, and then it could probably break overnight highs as well. Right now it's pointing up. Haven't done anything. I'm actually not super sure. Just want to let you know. So now it just pushed. So the long idea was correct. I think it's going to try to break out, give us a fake signal on the opening range long too late. And I think it could push up to here, and then I think it could turn around and then it sells off one night lows and previous day's lows once the Nasdaq is going to open. I mean, it's probably just manipulating. It's very slow, and that's also why we have to be very careful, because these conditions is not favorable. It's not an orb short, it's just because I have the DAX indicator on. But Nasdaq is pushing a little bit here. UK is not doing much. What about Dow Jones? Yeah, it's very slow. And I also recognize every time it's very slow, then DAX can really push very hard based on nothing. It's just pushing to take people out that went short, so they're just taking it out, pushing it up, and then you're like, it makes no sense, and then you're looking at it 6 hours later or at night when you're going to bed, and it's just jumping back, and it makes no clue why it wants to go up to then sell off to take you out, to take your money. That's why it's for. But I mean, UK, it's kind of like selling off a little bit. That could give an indicator to DAX. I mean, if UK starts dumping, I mean, I want to jump into the short. So DAX is actually pushing here. Hmm. I think DAX is gonna push 80 points more max, but I don't want to take too much of your time. And I don't want to trade the whole morning here for nothing. I think, yeah, I think it's probably just gonna go. I'm expecting it's gonna go to 40 points more, and then I think it's gonna sell off to 24,000 again. So this is what I'm expecting. I'm predicting it's gonna sell back to previous day's lows, but I think it's gonna push first. Or there could come a red candle now, then it could be a good short, especially if we break below 79. UK starts selling off a bit. Again, it's very small movements. It's just showing we just took out opening range highs, and then it's a week again where that Germany 40 looks more positive again. So it just pushed quite good. It's pushing. I'm thinking about taking a short. I also know that it could really rally and it could really stop. Okay, so we don't waste time, I'll take a short here. I'll have my stop loss at overnight highs. I'll target overnight lows. I'm gonna open my short position right here, 112, 110. Doesn't have to be perfect, and it might push, it might go higher, okay? So it might be a trade that's gonna rally, but I'm short with you here. I'm short with you here. Have my stop loss at overnight highs. And I have my target at overnight lows right here. So that's 23,987. Will this work? Doesn't have to work. Doesn't have to work. But it could work. So I'm short. Would you? I think Nasdaq is going to open, sell off, then it could rally. I know. Well, we kind of like below. Let's see here. So we kind of like below. I mean, it's hard, but I think it's going to break overnight lows and then sell off, and then it could come back. But I think it start fearing a little bit. That's also why I'm shorting the DAX, and also looking at UK that also look weak. Really still understand what I'm doing, but I'm short. You don't have to accept what I'm doing. Let's see here. Let's see, will this correct itself or will it just be choppy? Could also do a sell and forget approach. I think it could sell back to 24,000 easy. So let's see here. I don't want to take too much of your time. It's 43 and I tune in at 15 minutes over, so that's half an hour trading. Yeah. So guys, I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm gonna exit right here at 88. So I'll exit my short now. So I'm out, guys. I've exited my short. I hope you enjoyed, and yes, I'll see you in New York session. Thank you for your time.